I'm gradually losing control of my muscles over time. I was varsity cheerleader. I was the girl who would get thrown in the air. Now it is hard to get on the stairs.
My spine is curved into a S, so it's compressing my right lung. And I live my life with 15 screws in my head. The thing on my head is called a halo, and it is stretching out my spine.
My rare condition means I love everyone.
Williams syndrome is a super rare genetic condition characterized by cognitive and developmental issues. I worry people will take advantage of her, but I will always be there to protect my sister.
My rare conditions cause me to have debilitating pain. It feels like there's fire ants crawling up my legs, biting me.
I've never been able to smile. I can't make facial expressions, I can't move my eyes side to side. It's almost like a face not even a mother could love, which is pretty harsh.
Only certain people in the world have my rare condition. It makes me look like I'm wearing a mask.
We didn't know how long he's gonna live or what kind of life he has to go through.
My name is Kiersten. I am 22. I have Friedreich's Ataxia. It causes progressive coordination loss in all of my muscles. It takes me a little bit when I get up to get ready for the day. Growing up, I never would have thought I would have this. I always thought I would be the person who could still do a backflip when they were 30 years old. Typically, when you get diagnosed, the doctors say you'll lose your walking in about 5 to 10 years. It affects speech as well. It can cause heart problems. Sometimes when I'm more tired, I'm scared I'll fall. I do fall sometimes. Dad, will you help me bring my coffee out? Both my sister and I have FA. They first suspected something with my sister. She was having some balance issues.
I think the first time that I noticed something was wrong, I think when we went on our family vacation, I could kind of see her walk and her gait. I was like, that looks a little off.
We really then just put Lauren kind of through the gauntlet for the next 4 months, going from doctor to doctor to doctor, trying to figure out what all this was.
I remember vividly the balance test. I was like, I feel like all the tests they're doing to her and she's struggling with, I'm struggling with too.
Yes.
She did the balance test where she closed her eyes and she fell over, and I'm watching her do that, and I closed my eyes and I kind of started swaying. They took my blood. My test results came back 2 weeks later. I was numb. I did not want to believe it. I didn't want anyone to talk to me about it. I was totally freaked out. My disease is progressive, so what I can do now, I won't be able to do in 2 years, 4 years.
It is hard to stay positive when it is such a hard diagnosis. We try to continue encouraging you guys to live your dreams. They've changed a little.
The diagnosis was definitely hard on my parents because no parent wants to hear that their 2 daughters both have a rare disease that's progressive. They don't really show that they're upset or struggling, but I'll catch them maybe being upset on their own, and they'll try to act okay and strong for me, but I know it has to be really hard.
You guys, are now holding down careers and doing awesome, just pushing through this and saying we're not going to let this defeat us. And here we go.
It is terrifying knowing that I am going to lose functions in the future. I honestly try not to think about it, but when I do, I try to turn that fear into working out and fighting it.
Keep those elbows straight.
Physical therapy now is a way to kind of work out my stress and my anger. It's a stress reliever, and I feel really accomplished when I finished a physical therapy session.
It's difficult to watch, but we know it's necessary and we know where we're at, and we just got to keep pushing forward. All right.
Here's my day in the life of living with Friedreich's ataxia.
What are some of the negative assumptions people have made about your condition?
People think I'm drunk. There have been instances where people are mean, like bouncers, and they're like, I don't care, you're making it up. I have spoke on TikTok about this topic, and it was crazy to me how many people there are that do not care about people who have disabilities. Like, they're like, if you have a disability, you shouldn't be out drinking. I am a human. I do deserve to go out and have fun and have social interactions. But it does really get to me because I'm like, they don't know me, they don't know my story, like how dare they? I want anyone with a rare disease to know that you are not alone. Hello! How are you?
I'm good, I missed you.
Come on in. Today, my friend Madison is coming over. She knew me before diagnosis, and after diagnosis, she has been the greatest support. Do you remember when the day I got diagnosed and I called you? Do you remember that conversation?
I do. It was so sad. I was so sad. I cried a lot. I cried a lot that day.
I thought I would be that 40-year-old mom who could still do a backflip on command, but
if you would have asked me, I would have betted on it as well.
Yeah. Growing up, I was varsity cheerleader. I was the girl who would get thrown in the air, and I'd be on one leg, they'd throw me up and catch me on the other leg.
How does it feel just looking at these now?
I don't know, it kind of makes me sad. Yeah, it does. Some of your pictures together.
I love that picture. Is it hard that you know that you can't do stuff like that now, considering you were an athlete your whole life?
Yeah, I feel like I had this crazy skill and that got taken away from me. I miss being able to dance. I wish I could still dance, and I've lost that ability.
She wants to have fun. She wants to dance. She wants to have all of these experiences. And she can't. And for me to see that is hard. I wish I could just pick her up and take her out there and dance with her. Like, I always have to remind myself, it's okay. You're okay. Everything's fine.
It was all about the fun, the friendships, and you can't ever take that stuff away.
You're right. Nobody can ever take those from you.
Yeah.
You'll have those forever, those memories, for
and
sure.
we wouldn't have been so close
I
if we didn't
know.
cheer together all these years.
I know. I love you.
I am hoping in the future there is going to be a cure and I'll never lose my walking. But even if I do, I just really hope in the future that I'll have a family someday and still do the things that make me happy. We love fishing. This was actually our first date ever. My boyfriend knew that I had FA when I first met him. In the past, guys have been totally freaked out by FA and their families, and they were like, you don't want to date a girl who's going to be in a wheelchair. When we first met and I first told you about FA, what was your initial reaction?
At first I had no clue what it was, but I did a little bit of research, and I mean, it doesn't have no issue with it for me, so.
It didn't scare you at all?
No, it's not really, no.
He is very understanding. He knows that I do get a lot more tired than he does, and he will step it up and help me when need be.
I've had a few people ask if I'm comfortable to be there to support you, and that's totally something I'm willing to be here for, and I'm thankful to have you with me.
I hope that people know that if they have a disability or they're newly diagnosed with a health condition, that it's not going to stop you from finding love and living your life to the fullest. You can find your options to do the things that you love to do. My perspective on life, I am grateful for, and I wouldn't have had that if I was not diagnosed with Friedreich's ataxia, because I like to live my life to the fullest. I like to be happy, and I try not to let the little things get me down in life.
So this is my CPAP machine that I use when I am sleeping. The muscular dystrophy affects my lungs, and during the night when I'm sleeping, I stop breathing. So this stops that from happening. My condition is muscular dystrophy and scoliosis. My muscular dystrophy is Duchenne, and it mainly occurs in males. It's very rare in females, like 1 in 50 million. I've never met anyone else with my condition in a female. There is no cure for the condition that I have, and it is slowly progressive over time. So these are the medicines that I take daily. Muscular dystrophy affects a lot of things in my body, so I depend on medicine, to live every day. There were no signs at all of the Duchenne's muscular dystrophy when I was born. My mother didn't realize anything until I was around 2. I was constantly falling down when I was walking, and I wasn't catching myself, so she ended up contacting the doctor about it. They did inform my parents that I wouldn't make it past 7 years old. So the thing on my head is called a halo, and it is for my scoliosis. It's trying to straighten it out as much as possible with the traction, which is what I'm being pulled with. Scoliosis is a disease that affects your spine. My spine is curved into a S, and it is all leaning on my right side. So it's compressing my right lung, like as if someone's pushing on it. I have had this halo for 15 years so far. I got it when I was 11. It was surgically placed, and the screws are screwed into the skin pushed against the skull. I am not able to have scoliosis surgery due to my muscular dystrophy, so my halo is permanent, and I'll have it for the rest of my life. I do not feel the halo, any pain from the halo, but I do feel the tension against my spine, so it's just a stretch, basically. Growing up with the halo, it most definitely made me feel very different from other people. I was very self-conscious about my halo and what people were gonna say or kids were gonna say. Now when I see myself in the mirror, I've learned to accept me for me. Maybe around 21, I finally came to terms with, this is how it's gonna be, and one day it will get worse, but we're gonna live on until that day comes. Hello.
Sleep good?
Yeah.
You ready for breakfast? Let me put you in your walker, okay?
I need help from basically anyone around. My mother is my support throughout every day. So the walker is to help with moving my legs and getting me out of the chair from the sitting so I could stretch and stuff. And I like to use the walker to eat at the table.
More?
Yeah. There.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I have leaned on my family a lot. It's been tough. It's been a journey. I don't think I could live without my family or be the person that I am without them.
Food ready yet?
Hey, son, how you doing?
All right.
All right, you ready
Yes,
to eat?
I am.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Hey.
Okay. When they told me she would live past 7, it just hit me very hard. It took everything in to keep on going. And then when they actually put the halo on, we had to stay there for 3 months at the hospital. And for me, it was very stressful because you know how you don't want your children to be in no pain.
It was a pretty risky surgery, so we were all kind of on the edge about it, but we knew it had to be done. Her back was curved pretty good.
At the time, we were stressed out, but it worked out for her, and that's the blessing that we did have. So I'm sitting here with her today. So
I could tell it bothered her at times. People staring all the time when we go places. But I think she motivates herself. She's a strong young lady, and she likes to live.
over the time, she's grew to understand and see that life is what it is, and she's enjoying it and living it to her best and doing what she likes to do.
She's definitely the strongest person I know. What she's been to my children, even with her condition, she's been the best aunt that you could ask for, literally. Has the biggest will to thrive and keep living. She could be an inspiration to others. Show them that you can still live life to the fullest, regardless of what conditions.
I started posting about a year ago, I've always wanted to just inspire one person. Like I used to tell myself, if I can inspire one person, like my life is complete. Like it's my goal. I was terrified of the backlash and everything or what people would say. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you doing? It's been a while.
My friend Brianna, she's seen it all and she's gave me the confidence to continue doing what I'm doing and enjoying myself. I have an idea. We should go live and like say hi to the fans and everything.
Yeah,
everybody.
We can do that. See who comes on. I knew she had been on TikTok for a little while. Being on that platform has its ups and downs.
Someone said it's sad she can't stand up for herself. This looks like an execution. Does she want to play hangman? And then there was one guy that said, God damn it, nobody want to see this. Why is it on my feed? So we get stuff like that.
When people are leaving those mean comments on her TikTok, it makes me very angry. It's just a bunch of haters around the world. I don't like it at all.
A message that I have for people that have judgment is you could never make me hate my life. You could never make me hate myself. And you give me the energy that I need to keep going.
I'm just glad that she's finally getting it out and telling everybody like, hey, this is me, accept me for me, and she's making a difference. Proud of her.
I am glad to be born different because it makes me unique and it makes me who I am. Being different is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I get asked that question, if I could change my life or something about me, would I? And I honestly can answer that and say no. Because I was put on this earth this way for a reason. I have a great life at the end of the day and I'm blessed and I really don't think I would change anything. It's not easy, but I promise to never give up. Always remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life.
I'm about to call all my friends. Oh Lord have mercy, hopefully it works. I'm Alexandra, I'm 27 years old, and I have Williams syndrome.
I'm Victoria, I'm 30 years old. I'm this one's sister.
Williams syndrome is a condition kind of like Down syndrome, but we're missing chromosome 7.
It's characterized by cognitive and developmental issues. Along with the developmental delays, they also have very highly social personalities.
Hi, I'm Alexandra. I have Williams syndrome.
They all have an affinity for music.
Do you know Nickelback?
I do.
Love that band.
They have similar facial features, and y'all have a wider mouth, and then y'all usually all have the starburst blue eyes. A lot of y'all do.
Oh yeah, if you came close to my eyes, you would see it.
Hi!
I talked to my friends that have the same Williams syndrome.
She's made Williams syndrome friends from all over the world. They Facebook Messenger all the time, all the time. I'll be sewing and I'll look over and some of them are sleeping and they're watching each other sleep. Some of them are dancing and doing their own thing.
We're really crazy.
What do y'all ask me to do to Alexandra when y'all are on the phone?
Oh Lord, no, I know where this is going. Don't.
Huh?
And tickle her.
It doesn't feel tiring to match her happy energy. She's always been that way. It's always been a consistent in my life.
Me and my sister spent every day together. I love hanging out with her.
We are going to the thrift store to find new items so we can create something really cool today. Put your shoes on, girl.
Sometimes we argue.
I mean, we're sisters. That's what sisters do.
She's a precious sister, that's why.
Where's your jacket? Throw me mine. Thank you.
Told me to throw it, so I threw it.
You did. You did throw it. My parents were always very open and honest about her disability. Our mom, she took her out of school and she got homeschooled where she could have the one-on-one attention that she actually needed. It was kind of in that point where kids aren't so as accepting when they kind of get to that age where they start forming friend groups and, oh, she's a little different. That's something I really I don't think she would have been able to handle. But she didn't have to go through that.
No.
Are you happy? Are you happy about that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is not as cute as I thought it was. She has so many cute clothes. It's ridiculous.
I love clothes. They're so pretty.
Well, we like fun, happy, like funky clothes. It's kind of hard to find, so we just make our own. It's like treasure hunting. We like treasure hunting, and then we like creating. So we treasure hunt and create all at the same time. That's funky.
How does it make you feel when you find something that you really like?
I get excited immediately.
She goes like this. She got blue nails.
Those are cute.
Thank you.
Are you a people person, Alexandra?
Yeah, if I know them well enough.
Yeah, but back when you were younger, it wasn't if you knew them well enough.
I used to love hugging people that I didn't know because it made me happy.
She would, so she would wander off and just give anybody a hug, which is sweet, and most people don't mind, but you know, some people do mind. Not everyone is friendly, not everyone has good intentions. It took a while for you to understand that.
Victoria taught me not to.
I worry people will take advantage of her, but I will always be there to protect my sister. In the car. Good job. So the mottos that are on our clothes, we try to use phrases that are like be yourself, stay weird, normal is boring. You know, if you're weird, that's fine. Like embrace how you're unique.
I love that one.
You like this one of you? Yeah. Yeah. It says normal is boring, and it has the Williams syndrome logo on there as well. So any of our items, like t-shirts wise, that we make that has the Williams syndrome logo, we donate a portion of our profits to the association.
These colors match together.
You like those colors together?
Yes.
So I do the sewing because I enjoy it, and she like has no interest in sewing. But she helps. You want to cut it? When she cuts, it's a little jagged, but I like that. It just adds some uniqueness to it. She likes to, I mean, have the final say-so on the designs to make sure that they're Alexandra approved. So all of the designs have been Alexandra approved before they go on the website. And I'll get something and I'll say, what do you think about this? And she'll be like, no, that's ugly. And so I'll try again until...
I'll be honest with you, I will tell her how it is. This one's one of my favorites because it has me on it.
You cut off the bottom to this to make it like frayed and worn looking.
And who models the clothes when they're done?
Oh, okay. Walk towards me with your model walk and runway go. And then strike your pose. Good job.
Alexandra, how do you feel when you're modeling?
I feel good.
She's the best model.
Oh, I look good.
Which one you think?
Oh, that one's cute.
You like that one?
Yeah.
I like that one. And we make videos. Yes. For, what do we make videos for?
TikTok or Instagram.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I feel like I have tried to create platforms to where it is positive and there is love. Everyone gets trolls, and it would really irk me when they would make comments on my sister. And that was part of the reason why I was hesitant in the beginning to even put her on social media. I mean, there are things that could get her down, but she chooses not to, so it makes me proud. Just the way that she loves and cares about people is a good reminder for me to just see the world from her point of view. Because I think our world, especially nowadays, just needs a lot more of that. Why are you proud of me?
Because you have been there for me since I was born.
Yeah. But I'm always gonna be there for you. That's what sisters are for, huh? You should be happy with what makes you unique. Because normal's like really boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I start my morning on this PEMF mat every day. It is a pulse electromagnetic frequency mat, and basically what that does is like penetrates your body with infrared heat, helps decrease inflammation. That will help anybody with like an autoimmune disease or chronic illness, chronic pain, and have a little bit of relief. I have 6 chronic illnesses. For all of my conditions, there's no cure. The rarest one that I have though is PAN. That one's been difficult to deal with. PAN is the acronym for polyarteritis nodosa. It is a degenerative form of vasculitis that impacts your small and medium-sized blood vessels, causes your organ systems to slowly fail because your veins get so swollen. I was super lucky and I got diagnosed early in my whole journey with PAN. The PAN had impacted my nerves, and that injury caused me to develop CRPS, or complex regional pain syndrome. CRPS is a serious pain condition. I'd say my pain's at like a 5.5 right now. Thank you so much. I wake up some days and my pain is a 10, and usually that's a let's call my doctors and see if I need to go to the hospital. But if I can get through it at home, that's ideal. It's no fun going to the hospital. On really bad weeks, I'm crying when I wake up. Your body literally feels like it's on fire. It's hard to treat, it's hard to control, and when it is active, it's unbearable.
How are you doing? How are you feeling this morning?
It's like a 5 when I woke up, but I feel like it's like a 6 right now. I need to get something in my stomach so I can have meds. My husband and I met when we were 19. I know that I'm able to live a normal-er life because of Cooper. Every morning when I wake up, he's out in the kitchen making me my smoothie, organizing my pills, and just making sure that he is enabling me to have a good start to my day. He wants me to conserve my spoons and energy so that we can use those for something fun together. He unlocks life for me.
This will be the only thing that we really have until lunch, just because she usually doesn't feel good. She doesn't like to eat, and the meds like kind of upset her stomach, so this is just the base layer.
Breakfast of champions. And I think that's it for this morning, but we have a lot more to get through on this day. It was January of my junior year that my health took a nosedive. Cooper and I were, I think, going out to dinner or something, and I remember looking at him as we were getting ready, and I just said, I am in so much pain right now. Like, I can't go out to dinner, and instead we went to the emergency room. And then I got sicker. By 2018, 2019, I was really, really sick. Couldn't get out of bed, ended up quitting my job.
You were having these crazy pain flare-ups where you were just like
Passing out, having seizures.
yeah, it was so dramatic, and that was really scary to not know what I could do to help you.
When I got that call that I was having PAN, it was a, hey, you have a disease, there's no cure for it, it only gets worse from here. And it felt like my heart fell out of my body. The first rheumatologist I saw about it, they told me I had 4 months to live. So that then scared the out of me. Is this going to ruin my life? Am I going to die? Am I going to have to change everything about myself and how I live? On the really bad pain days, it is life-stopping. That's when my body's on fire. It feels like there's fire ants crawling up my legs, biting me, that I have my hand over a hot flame or touching a cast iron that's on. It's debilitating. Cooper takes on way more tasks if I switch into a bad day or if I start with a bad day. He goes into full caregiver mode. I think the hardest part of living with chronic pain is that sometimes you just don't feel safe in your own body. And that's a very weird sensation to experience. It doesn't matter how many different things you do, you're not in the driver's seat. I am still not feeling good. I'm a little worried we might need to call Julie today.
All right, let's do it.
No matter how sick I am right now, it could always get worse, and that scares shit out of me. I'm always on high alert. If starts to roll, it gets bad fast. And when it does, I call my nurse. She's on speed dial. She just drops what she's doing and she comes here.
Hi, Julie. Hi, Alex. Oh, your blood pressure's good today.
Honestly surprised. I thought it would be not good. When I get IV hydration infusions, it's usually when I'm having really high symptoms. I'm calling her saying, hey, I just talked to my doctors and they want me to go to the ER, but I really don't want to. Can we try to do an IV hydration at home? And if that works, then I can avoid the ER and everyone's happier.
Sometimes it kicks in a couple of hours, but a lot of times my patients feel it right away.
Keeps me out of the ER.
Keeps her out of the emergency room.
First, I was just a content creator, and then I started dabbling in the influencer scene a little bit.
Save your spoons and pace yourself kind of thing.
I think it's really important to document
my condition when I'm not feeling well and when I'm feeling well, because I really want people to see like what a life with chronic illness looks like in its entirety.
When I looked around online, it was a lot of educational content creators. What I didn't see was somebody sharing their full life, the good days too, but also like how bad the bad days were, and to show how wide of a life we live having chronic illnesses. I think when a condition isn't visible, it's so easy to jump to conclusions that somebody is faking it, that they're exaggerating, that their flare-ups are for attention. Every now and then I get the occasional keyboard meanie. The big ones that percolate to the top are like, you can't be in that much pain, you look normal, or like you look happy, or you look pretty, or whatever. And the fact is, like, pain doesn't look a certain way. I'll be honest, like, some days are really hard to find positivity. I find that when I'm having low moments, I lean on Cooper a lot. I lean on my family a lot. Will you get my computer? I want to FaceTime my dad. This is the perk of having a dad as a doctor. Hi, Dad.
Hey, how are you guys? Coop, Alex?
Feeling a little bit run down because of this IBIG stuff, but it's okay.
It happens.
My dad, he's the surgeon-in-chief at IUPUI. Having a parent that is in the medicine field when you have such complex, rare diseases is so comforting and, like, honestly one of the best blessings.
You're unique, as you know, right? You've got a bunch of different things going on, so it's not simple.
I remember crying at a coffee shop with my dad saying, I don't think I'm gonna get better. I'm only gonna get worse from here. Why should I even keep trying? My dad just looked at me and said, medicine keeps evolving, honey. Like, you gotta hold hope, sit with it, be with your family. We're gonna get you through this. And honestly, that was the words I needed to hear at that time.
You just gotta keep checking off until you get to the exact right place, and then just stick with it. I mean, just listen to you over the last 30 some years as you've kind of battled through all this stuff.
Thanks, Dad. Give Mom a squeeze for us.
Yeah, I love you, DC. Thanks.
Get some rest, recovery, okay?
Sounds good. I think I want people to walk away after hearing my story and know that hope can exist in any situation. I feel very hopeful. And I think that has to do with the fact that I have accepted that I have a chronic illness, that my life does look different than other people, that I am worthy of getting care and feeling okay and good by whatever means that takes, and that if I have an unconventional body, I can and get to live an unconventional life.
I truly think that every experience that we have in life is for a reason. When I look back at being born sick and getting sicker as an adult, if it's led me to here, I don't think I would change it. Having a chronic illness doesn't mean your life is over.
I think it's like being grateful, choosing to look at the good side of things, or like still finding the good out of things, and just being unapologetically yourself as you deal with it all.
Moebius syndrome affects my day-to-day life because human interactions are something that's extremely difficult for me. When I try to smile with Moebius syndrome, only one side of my face moves kind of like this. So this one moves right here, but this other side is just completely dead no matter what I do. So this moves, but this one doesn't. My name is Chris, and I have a rare condition called Moebius syndrome. It's a disability that affects the 6th and 7th craniofacial nerve, so I can't make facial expressions, I can't move my eyes side to side. I've never been able to smile basically my whole entire life. I can feel smiling, but when I look in the mirror, I can't see myself actually smiling. When I looked at myself in the mirror growing up, it was just a constant game of questioning why I was the way I was. Growing up with Moebius syndrome was definitely a very hard upbringing because a lot of kids didn't really understand. I just dealt with a lot of harassment, people, seeing me as an outcast, an alien. I'll get picked on a lot. They'll call me like fish boy, anything relating to like an animal that has like big lips, jungle man. High school was kind of a really bad period for me because I had like no friends at all. There'll be days where I'll just talk to my parents and that's it.
How are you?
I'm good.
How was your day?
I'm good.
Good.
Same day at Shepherd.
When Christopher used to speak, even us as parents, we were just able to get like only 50%. The rest of the other 50%, he had to figure out. It was hard for him to come out of his shell. He likes to stay in his little corner. Christopher's confidence was like a long journey.
I learned at 16 that there is a procedure where you could take either a muscle from your limb or another part of your body and insert it around your jaw to kind of construct a, artificial smile. The surgery would have cost $300,000 at the time, and that's a lot of money. So I was like, hey, I need to figure out how I can do this. I tried every, ethical way I could just make money online, and I just kept working and working and working. It may be hard to believe, but right now my business is actually doing $50,000 a month in revenue and around $25,000 a month in profit.
Since Christopher built his business, wow, that's like a big change. Now I see a young man totally confident, like talking with strangers, like from 0 to 100.
When I actually started, making money, it kind of really changed my thought on the surgery as a whole. That's when I really started to realize, like, hey, I'm not supposed to complain over things I cannot control. And that's what put me in the mindset to kind of just start my journey of acceptance. This is my biggest day ever. We made $8,112 in a single day, which is crazy. And then this is my second biggest day in an hour, made $75. And I realized that it wasn't necessarily the disability hindering my success and making me have mental health issues. It was the way I felt about myself. So my business kind of forced me to take my life a bit more serious and change my day-to-day actions, which led me to actually being successful. Yo, Tony.
Yo.
Can you help me record a TikTok real quick?
I got you, bro.
With the business I do, a lot of people were telling me you can't do this unless you show your face. In 2020, I started posting on TikTok. I didn't take matters into my own hand and decide to change my life. Who knows what I would be? I was pretty nervous when I started showing my face on TikTok because I didn't know how people would react. For the longest, I just wanted to stay completely anonymous.
At first, he was kind of showing his face, side profile. I had to tell him, bro, you look normal. You really look normal to me. If you post, you'll get more interactions with people, and it'll just feel more organic. And go.
This business model is something that's untapped and is the #1 best way to quit your job in 2024. From the legit first post, people started sorting in. They're like, whoa, what is going on here? People think I'm a computer-generated AI, or a soulless being or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's the comments are kind of funny. This guy commented, God just be making anything these days.
Somebody put an alien emoji.
Someone said a face not even a mother could love, which is pretty harsh. But again, I like humor. It's kind of like dark humor.
You know what they say though, if you don't got haters, you're not doing anything right.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
When we first started seeing those comments, we obviously hated it at first. I hated it for Chris because people were really saying some bad things on the internet. But after time, we realized that we could just beat this with humor.
Personally, I laughed. I pin those comments sometimes. I think it's actually extremely hilarious, and it has zero effect on me at all.
You say you look like a dry seahorse. A dry seahorse. I never heard that one before.
Oh my God. My achievements in business have really changed how I feel about myself in general. To me, it's not really about the money. It's just about having the freedom and being able to just do what I want to do. When I actually was able to buy my dream car, I felt really good. It was an unbelievable feeling. When it came out, it was roughly worth around $80,000. So I'm pretty lucky to drive a car like that, kind of at my age. Sometimes I go to grocery stores, I get out, people are like, what the, because they don't really expect me to get out that car. If I want to achieve a goal and it may seem unattainable to me now, I always reflect to where I was back then, and it really, puts me in a position to realize that I'm capable of doing great things, and everyone else is as well. I'm super proud of myself for just actually getting to that point of digging myself out of the mud, because in the beginning I could never really see myself truly getting out of this.
I am so proud of Christopher, so proud. He knows what he wants. He has a goal, he stays focused, and he's a hard worker, baby, hard worker.
The way I seen Chris change as a person, he became a better big brother, He tries to motivate me every day to get on top of my stuff, and he's very positive now.
I see a young man with resilience, ready to fight and overcoming his disability. And I think all parents will be proud to have a son like Christopher's.
Any young entrepreneur living with a rare condition, I just want them to know that anything is possible. As cliche as it sounds, I literally had nothing. I was just a normal kid that would get made fun of every single day, literally had nothing going for me. But I just changed the actions around me, and that led me to success. Just keep showing up every single day as much as you can, and you will see change.
We have a hard time, especially growing up, because I didn't know how other people were going to treat me, and I was nervous about how I looked. I have a rare condition called Nablus. It's actually a super rare condition. There was a study back in 2018 that showed that only 13 people had this condition. Nablus is a face mask syndrome, so for my case, it made my eyes very tiny. I cannot straighten all my fingers all the way. I can only straighten out these 2 fingers. And it also affected my throat, so that's why I sound this way. I had a really hard time with how people couldn't understand me. That's one of the things that kind of frustrated me when I was growing up. Morning, Mom.
But how old were you when you were diagnosed with this syndrome?
Around the time I was in elementary school. It was rough, I wasn't treated like other kids. So it kind of made me feel like, I'm kind of different from everybody. I had a lot of kids making fun of me because they don't usually see someone who looks like me all the time. Then as I got older, I realized, hey, this is how the world's gonna be. I can't really change how other people think about how I am. And my parents helped me a lot emotionally, especially through all my surgeries. I had a couple surgeries when I was younger. They actually tried to do surgery on my eye, but they couldn't open it. And then I had another surgery for my throat, fixed my palate, because no one could understand me.
When he was born, we didn't know anything. We didn't know how long he's gonna live or what kind of life he has to go through. I have no idea. He had to go through so many surgeries. I was really heartbroken.
In the beginning, it was rough, and I was like, why is all of this happening to me? But as I learned along the way, this is gonna be the building blocks. This is what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna use this one day to inspire people.
Unfortunately, sometimes people look at him or how he looks like. I saw a lot of time he has struggled, he fight with those situations. I'm so proud of him that he never really complained. I think his mind from the beginning born strong.
Growing up, as I look around, I see a lot of people complaining about very small things about their lives. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna set the example of a man who never complains about anything. He just deals with it. And that's what I want to teach my kids to do. If they have the same disability as me, you gotta go through life like a warrior.
How important was it having your mom there for you through everything?
Oh yeah, it was super important that she be there. Because who else am I gonna go through it with? Thank you, Mom.
Of course.
My previous surgeries weren't 100% successful, so today I'm gonna go see my doctor. I might ask him, hey, maybe there's another throat surgery we can do, or another mouth surgery where I can open my jaw a little bit more.
What about your eye?
Yeah, I might ask about that too. I'm hoping there will be options for me so I can speak and see easier.
Hey, buddy, long time no see. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah. It's been a while. You're 21 now.
Yeah.
I was there from your first minute of being alive. Isn't that crazy? Why don't you hop on up and let's get started?
Sure. All right.
So how's everything going? Health-wise, are we doing okay?
Yeah, everything's been doing alright. I've been doing a lot of workouts.
Yeah,
I've been exercising a lot.
It looks like it. Yeah, you're looking good. You're looking good. But you've had a long road, right? You've had to see a bunch of other doctors and a bunch of other specialists. You've had some surgeries too, right?
Yeah, they were not so successful. So I'm hoping in the future there's going to be a surgery or something that we can do to fix that, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, your condition is so rare that I think a lot of this we're sort of learning as we go. And I think even for the specialists, none of them have had to deal with a case like this. So a lot of it is sort of new and experimental. Luckily, there's a lot of smart people out there doing research on this now. So, you know, hopefully we'll have some solutions, you know, coming our way. So, but you know the amazing thing about you, buddy, is you've got a great sense of humor about the whole thing. And that's how you've been from when you were young. And that's why I've just enjoyed seeing you here in the office.
I'm grateful.
No, I'm grateful. So I learned a lot. I consider myself lucky to have met you and to have learned about this condition, because again, there's not many doctors in this world that know about this condition. Keep in touch. I'm always here for you. Good to see you. You take care.
Yeah, thank you. If you're currently dealing with any type of low self-esteem or insecurity, then listen to this. So I started making Instagram videos back in 2024, and all my friends were like, hey, you're really good at giving advice, you're good at giving inspiration to others. So why don't you start content creation? And then I just started like going on the run from there. And it grew up pretty quickly actually. Like within just a few weeks I had like 10,000 followers. I got a lot of comments on my page. People calling me different things. Like I get this one comment a lot, the ancient final boss. At this point it kind of makes me crack up a little bit because it's like, I really do look like an ancient final boss.
Buddy's an awesome person, awesome soul. The most impressive, I would say, is just his ability to just take whatever challenge and just go into it full steam ahead.
How's this making you feel, bud? Makes me feel great.
How's that one?
Yeah.
This one good?
Yeah.
All the way in?
Yep. Everybody's gonna say a lot of different things, you know.
1, 2, 3.
And the way I kind of learned is that you can do two things. You can like into everything, or you can kind of shame it off and be like, yeah, okay, you got your thing, thank you very much.
Once you look at him, it kind of makes you go inside yourself and kind of understand, like, none of us really have excuses. I was in awe from day one, and he earned my respect instantly.
The way I'm approaching life now is not merely a sense of pride or proudness, but more like I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have my career, I'm grateful to have my people around me. I'm grateful for everything that I've been put through. Challenges, obstacles, opportunities, whatever, I'm grateful. Whatever makes you different, embrace it, because that makes you who you are. That's what's gonna make you special. One final message I say, the universe is great, your life is great, and you are great.